The temperatures are on the way down in the capital city, but the excitement is on the way up. 5:30 means it's time we play Baton Rouge. Here now, the star of We Play Baton Rouge, Pat Shingleton.
Hi, how are you today? Good to see you. Happy to have you with us, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my uncle, Uncle Sam, for filling in for me last week on the 4th of July show. And we saw you all down there at the levee and throwing the bricks out. Certainly enjoyed that. And we're happy to have you with us tonight. Some good news in our original 13-week program that we started. We're now into our 25th show here on We Play Baton Rouge, and we're pretty happy about that. So, thank you. So in weeks to come, we've been receiving quite a bit of mail concerning students. The students have been writing saying, hey, look, Pat, you big dummy, you ought to have some students on there because they're smarter than the people we have on. We're going to get the Students' Night on here and coming up, so if you want to be a student, don't hesitate. Send your name, address, occupation, and phone number to us. But welcome to We Play Baton Rouge. We call it the game show made in your backyard because it's you people in the community that get on this set right here and play this game and win some really, really nice prizes. Let's explain those rules for you. You see that game board? There's a lot of categories that will randomly appear in our game board. At the time that stops, I, in turn, give the contestants an opportunity to pick a specific category. Now, they have the option of picking buildings or music or people. Whatever category they pick, I, in turn, ask them the question. By successfully and correctly answering that question, they'll move across a series of streets. Now, you know where Jefferson Highway is, and College, and Acadian. So when you hear the bell ring, that's a correct answer. Now, should you miss a question, you'll hear this. And then you got to wait before you move across Park or East over Highland to the studios of TV2. By missing I got to get these teeth fixed. By missing a question, the other contestant has the opportunity of either taking that question or it's back to the game board. Over here we have Perkins, Lee, Stanford, Dalrymple, Texas, and the old computer doesn't know what to go, or bing. So we start the game with the introduction of the contestants. And who does it better than WJBO's own Gary Lee King? Gary, who is our first contestant tonight?
The artistes are here tonight, Pat, on We Play Baton Rouge. A big welcome to Lewis Lee. Lewis is a direct descendant of Robert E. Lee and enjoys riding his horse in the neighborhood yelling, Streakers, repent,
right, Lewis,
your end is in sight.
Come on up here,
An
Lewis,
artiste
don't
at the
worry
Baton
about
Rouge
that.
Enterprise,
That's okay.
Lewis Lee.
All right, Lewis, now you see, that's what this is. You see, these cars, you see, we just had them tuned up, and I'll tell you what.
It's a compact.
Yeah, you see, that's Bob Jolly, folks. He is also our ace mechanic. Now, you see, Lewis, I'll tell you what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to play the game like this tonight. That's all there is to it. That's in our rules. You're going to have to play it. No. Lewis, welcome to We Play Baton Rouge.
Thank you.
Now, Lewis, we'll fix this during our commercial break. Go get Mr. Ireland. No. Now, it said in there, Lewis, that you actually ride around the neighborhood as a direct descendant of Robert E. Lee yelling, Streakers, repent, your end is in sight. Now, is that true?
No.
But you're an artist over at the Enterprise.
Yes, I am.
We certainly enjoy the Enterprise. The new subscription thing that they're doing is going very, very well, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
We're happy to have you with us. Are you ready to play We Play Baton Rouge?
Yes, I am.
Okay, get your car fixed and we'll play. Okay, we have another contestant for you, Lewis. Gary Lee King, who may it be?
Lewis will compete with our next artiste, Pat. He's a former shrimp salesman on Florida Boulevard, likes chocolate-covered tacos, and holds the city championship in the stare-down contest. A big welcome to Ted Prudhomme.
Hi, Ted. How you doing? Watch the car, Ted. Watch the car. We got insurance on it. Hey, I'll tell you what. Listen, if Lewis, if you happen to, answer a question that Lewis gets, watch. He just might knock the living heck out of you. No, just kidding, Lewis. Now, he said, that Gary King. Gary, you said his name was Ted Prudhomme, and that's not how it's pronounced, is it?
That's good enough.
We're going to call you TP. Okay, TP. Now, let's see. Now, you are an artist. You're a freelance artist.
Well, an art student.
Oh, and you're a student as well.
Right.
Okay, next time I'm going to study my notes a little bit more. But, listen, welcome to We Play Baton Rouge. Getting ready to play the game. But first, I want to tell you guys a story. You heard about the artist that ran an ad, and he said in the ad he was looking for a model, and the model come in to apply for the job, and she said, listen, she said, do you work in the nude? and the artist says, no, I keep my clothes on. Now you keep your shirt on, folks, because we're going to be back with the coin toss. But first, these messages, especially for you. All right. Before we toss the categories, I'm going to flip the coin. Lewis, you go ahead and call heads or tails.
Tails.
Tails it is. Now, you would have opted to do what?
I'll stay right here and play.
Okay, stay right here, work these streets. That means you, Ted, get the first question in round one of WePlay Baton Rouge. Are you guys ready?
Sure. Yes.
I'm not. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. No, it's time for round one on WePlay Baton Rouge. Let's go and get them. Yes, indeed. Louis Lee and Ted Prudhomme, both artists here in the capital city. Let's move the categories for you. And as we scramble those categories, folks, what will pop up is what you will see in the game board: buildings, music, and people. You're first, Ted. What category do you like?
Music.
It is music, and yes, we have for you under music this question. Calcutta, Ted. Calcutta is the only #1 hit record that this band leader and his band recorded in 1961. Who is this band leader, seen 12:30 Saturdays on TV2?
Lawrence Welk.
Lawrence Welk is correct, and you have Perkins. Thank you, boy. I think Lawrence just retired, didn't he, Bob? Lawrence went into retirement, but his shows will continue in syndication, and we're happy to hear that for Lawrence. Thank you, boys. All right, it's back over to you, Lewis. You're heading for Jefferson, your first street. We're going to mix the categories, and here we find this time, folks, buildings, music, and people.
I like buildings, Pat.
Under buildings, here is that question, Lewis. The new governor's mansion was built in 1963. The old governor's mansion is now what?
It's now the Louisiana Arts and Science Center.
Exactly correct. You have Jefferson. And it's back over to Ted. Ted's on Perkins, heading for Lee. What street do you live on, Ted, here in Baton Rouge?
Bay Ridge.
Bay Ridge. Okay, we'll head for Lee. How's that? Okay, you're heading for Lee. It's back to the game board. We will mix those categories up for you, Ted. And here we find this time universities, history, and music here on Artist Night.
I'm going to have to take music again.
Okay, if you're going to take music then, Ted, then I'm going to give you music. Here's the question. This 1972 hit record, Ted, by the New Seekers was originally heard as a Coca-Cola television jingle sung by the Hillside Singers. It mentions teaching and singing. What is the title of the song? I'm sorry, time's up. You have the option, Lewis, of taking this question, or it's back to the game board.
I'd like to take it.
Okay, let me repeat it for you, okay? This 1972 hit record by the New Seekers was originally heard as a Coca-Cola television jingle sung by the Hillside Singers. It mentions teaching and singing. What is the title of this song?
I'd like to teach the world to sing.
That's exactly right. You have college. And I believe it goes something like this. I'd like to teach the world to sing. Okay, how was that?
Someone needs to teach you.
I understand. Thanks. Pretty bad. Okay, it's back over to you, Ted. You're on Perkins, and you're heading for Lee again. Let's scramble those categories for you. It will pop up on the game board 3 different categories, which we will find to be buildings, music, and people.
I'll take music.
Okay. I guess from what you're saying, Ted, you'd like to take music. Here's the question. Jimmy Carter's favorite song is one that was recorded by Ray Charles. It's a song very appropriate to Carter. Can you name it?
Georgia on my mind.
That's exactly right. He made the answer before the buzzer. You have lead drive. Georgia. Georgia. Lewis Lee, he's on college. He's heading for Acadian. Hasn't wrecked the car yet in this round. Lee, or I'm sorry, Tom, what's your name, Ted? Ted is on Lee, heading for Stanford. I'm all mixed up, so we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back with more WePlay Baton Rouge right after this. All right, you guys. What is all that noise? She's saying, what is all that noise? It's none other than WePlay Baton Rouge. This is our youngest contestant. She will be on next week. What's your name? I thought so. Here's a little bit. We just went, thank you very much. Thank you. How about a round of applause for the little baby? Okay, back to round 2. When we left, I believe it was Ted's turn. Is that correct? Lewis's turn. Thank you very much, our judge. It is Lewis's turn. You're on college. You're heading for Acadian, Lewis. And you'll find the categories continuing to spin right there. And here we find, this time, in round 2 of WePlay Baton Rouge, inventions, buildings, and mixed bag.
I'll take Buildings again.
Buildings is the category, Lewis. Here is the question. How tall is the cast iron fence surrounding the old state capitol building, Lewis? Is it 6 feet, 12 feet, 8 feet, or 3 feet?
I'll believe that's 12 feet.
Incorrect answer. You can take the question, Lewis, or it's back to the game board where you can
Ted.
option. Oh, wait, you're Lewis. I'm Pat. That's Ted. I'm sorry, Ted. You have the option of taking this question or it's back to the game board, or you can punch me in the mouth.
I'll take the question.
All right, here is the question again for you. How tall is the cast iron fence surrounding the old state capitol building? Is it 6 feet, 12 feet, 8 feet, or 3 feet?
Lift your mic up and ask the question again.
I'm sorry, my mic fell off. I'm sorry, let me ask you that again. There. Is it on now?
You're on there.
See what happened? I guess maybe that little baby pulled the microphone right off of my tie. Okay, that's what happens when we play Baton Rouge. Okay, once again, Ted, I'm sorry. How tall is the cast iron fence surrounding the old state capitol building? Is it 6 feet, 12 feet, 8 feet, or 3 feet?
I think I know this. It's on a 3-foot high cement slab with a 3-foot gate.
Okay, and you're saying
Wrought
how tall
iron.
it is?
The wrought iron, right?
Yes, that's right.
Is 3 foot.
That's exactly right, and you have Stanford. We were looking for the actual height of the cast iron fence, and that's correct. And it's back over to Lewis. Lewis, you're on college heading for Acadian. Let's mix the categories again now that my mic is in place. And we find this time Louisiana people and sports. What looks good there?
I'll try sports.
Okay, sports it is. Here is that question under sports. He was born Leroy Page. He's a member of baseball's Hall of Fame. What is his nickname?
I can't think of it.
Back over to you, Ted. The question or the game board?
I'll take the question.
Okay, he was born Leroy Page. He's a member of baseball's Hall of Fame. What is his nickname?
Satchel.
That's exactly right. You have Dalrymple. And it's back over to you. We're on college. We're heading for Acadian, Lewis. Let's run those categories around again for you, and let's see what happens. Here we find this time on the game board sports, television, and history.
I'll take television.
Television it is. Here is your question. Under television, Buck was the name of a horse ridden by James Arness on a long-running television western. What is the name of this TV western?
Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke is right. You have Acadian. It's back over to you, Ted. You're on Dalrymple heading for Texas. Scramble the categories, mix them up, and when it stops, you'll be able to pick this time Louisiana, people, and sports.
I'll take people.
Under people, here is your question for people. This controversial sports announcer appeared with Alex Karras in the 1972 movie, The 500-Pound Jerk. You'll see and hear this person every Monday night here on TV2 during the pro football season. Who, for Texas Street, are we talking about?
Howard Cosell.
Howard Cosell is right. You have Texas. It's back over to you, Lewis. You're sitting on Acadian. You are looking for Park. Let's move those categories and see what happens. Sports is up there, television, history. I wonder what category Lewis would like.
I'll try television again.
Okay, television it is. Here is your question. We remember her on the Good Ship Lollipop, and at one time the most famous child actor in the world, but she later hosted her own children's anthology series in 1958, and then went into politics. Who is she?
Shirley Temple.
That's right, you have Park. Now, if you look at our game board, folks, you're going to see Ted Prudhomme is on Texas. 1 block to go before reaching the studios of TV2. Over here, Lewis, you're on Park. You have to hit east, then Highland, only 2 streets behind. And we're behind a little bit, but we're going to come right back. But first, these messages, especially for you. Thank you, Gary King. Welcome back to Last Round, folks, of WePlay Baton Rouge. When we left, it was Ted Prudhom's turn. It's artist night. He's on Texas, just one block to go before reaching the studios of TV2. Lewis Lee, 2 streets behind, a close game. Let's spin the categories for you. Here is what we will find this time. We find buildings, music, and people.
I'll take music.
Okay, music is the category. Here, Ted, is the question. Born McKinley Morganfield in Mississippi, he began to sing, compose, and play the blues. He had over a dozen top 10 hits in 1950s and 60s, including I'm Your Hoochie Coochie Man and Just Make Love to Me. Who is he?
Cab Calloway.
Sorry, incorrect. Lewis, take the question or it's back to the game board.
I'd like to go back to the game board.
Okay, the answer is his name, he was born McKinley Morganfield in Mississippi. He began to sing, compose, and play the blues. He had over a dozen top 10 hits in 50s, 60s, including I'm Your Hoochie Coochie Man and Just Make Love to Me. Who is he? Muddy Waters. Do you remember Muddy Waters? Yes, indeed. Okay, Lewis, let's spin those categories for you. You're looking for East. You're sitting on Park. A very close game as we find products, comics, and words.
I like products.
Products it is. Here is your question. Under products, Clarence A. Crane developed this product. Edward J. Noble bought the company to better improve its efficiency. The product is a candy-type mint that bears the name of something also found on a boat. Can you name this product for East? Time's up. Sorry, you can take this question, Ted, or it's back to the game board.
Back to the game board.
Okay, once again, Clarence A. Crane developed this product. Edward J. Noble bought the company to better improve it. It's a candy-type mint that bears the name of something found on a boat. It's the Lifesaver. The Lifesaver. Back to the game board for you. We'll spin the categories. Oh, I knew that one. I knew that one, Maud. Inventions, buildings, in the mixed bag we find. Ted, what do you like?
Mixed bag.
Mixed bag it is. Here is the question. The Baton Rouge Zoo has more than 200 animals. How many continents do these animals originate? Or where are they from?
Six.
Sorry, incorrect. You can take this question, Lewis, back to the game board.
Back to the board.
The Baton Rouge Zoo has 200 animals from 4 continents. 4 continents. Back to the game board it is. We'll find the categories mixing again, Lewis. And here we find this time universities. History is there again, and so is music.
I'm going to try universities.
University is, and here is your question. Under universities, this university, Lewis, is located in Thibodaux, Louisiana. It was named for a man whose first name was Francis. Can you name this university?
No, I can't.
Ted, you can take this question. Head over Highland as our winner today, or it's back to the game board.
Back to the game board.
The answer is Nicholls State University. Francis was his first name. Nicholls State University. It's back to the game board for you. Let's mix them. Here we find this time moving into the final moments of WePlay Baton Rouge. Sports, television, Ted, and history again.
TV.
TV it is. Here is the question. Colonel Sherman Potter calls the shots as head of the 407 7th MASH. His wife's picture is always seen on the right side of his desk. What is his wife's name in the series?
Mildred.
That is exactly right. You have moved over Highland as our winner today. Good job, Ted. Lewis, good job. 4 streets, not bad. You needed East Street. Thibodaux is, the Nicholls State University, located in Thibodaux under the university question. On the mixed bag, the 4 continents there, where all the animals come from the zoo. Incidentally, our own Bob Jolly's one of those animals. Clarence A. Crane was the guy that got the lifesaver in Muddy Waters. Kind of a tough one is too. And then on the television category, you got Shirley Temple. So it was a good game, Lewis. You played it very, very well. And we have something for you that I think you're going to really enjoy. Let's go now to our own Gary King with today's prizes. Gary?
Even if you're in shape or getting into shape, WePlay Baton Rouge has an excellent gift for you. You're now a member of the club, the Baton Rouge Athletic and Racket Club. Yes, a year's membership is yours at this $1 million facility that features indoor-outdoor pool, diet center, daycare center, exercise room, racquetball, tennis, track, sauna, and whirlpool, all at the Baton Rouge Athletic and Racket Club, Airline at Greenwell Springs Road, and our new location on Mammoth Drive, the Baton Rouge Athletic and Racket Club. We're offering a lifestyle, not a workout. Total retail value of this gift, $570.
How about that, Lewis? Listen, when you get out to the Baton Rouge Athletic Club, take Dick Breen. Go and pick up Dick Breen. He's the owner out there, and get him into one of the racquetball courts. And I'll tell you, you won't have any trouble at all beating him in racquetball. But do enjoy it. Thanks for being on the game, and we'll send you a bill and the damages on the card. I'm just kidding, Lewis. Thank you. All righty. Ted, good game.
Thank you.
Now, we have another gift here that I think you're going to thoroughly enjoy. Let's go now to our own Gary King. He's going to tell you about it. Gary, what do we have for Ted?
The eye of the artist always captures the beauty of the surroundings, and you'll be able to do that with a new camera. It's the Continental Color Set 2000 Instant Camera with built-in electronic flash, automatic focus, and film counter. Along with the Color Set 2000, you'll get a new carry bag. This handy carry case will easily store all of your camera needs. The Color Set 2000 and all your audio-video products from New Generation. New Generation, Florida Boulevard and Highland Road in Baton Rouge. New Generation, your superstore for the 80s. Keep your new camera handy as you capture all the sights when we send you for 2 nights to Baton Rouge's only 4-star hotel. It's the Baton Rouge Hilton Hotel. Accommodations are ready for you and your guest, as your prize package includes 2 nights with dinner for 2 at Captain French's. After dinner, it's entertainment at its best at TD's. Live music nightly in a spacious atmosphere. During the day, you'll beat the heat as you relax in the cooling waters of our pool. And don't forget tennis and the sauna, all for you and your guest from Baton Rouge's only 4-star hotel, the Baton Rouge Hilton Hotel.
All right, Ted, congratulations. You'll enjoy that. Each and every Saturday, 5:30 on TV2 for WePlay Baton Rouge, folks. We're happy to have you with us. Watch out for those WePlay Baton Rouge bricks. Pat Shingleton saying no matter what game you are playing, you play it the best you can. Pilgrim, bye-bye for now.
WePlay Baton Rouge is a Pat Shingleton production made in association with WBRZ TV2. Eyewitness News is up next, and join us next Saturday when
We play. All right. You like that gift? Sitting there wondering, who is the contestants this week on WePlay Baton Rouge? Lewis Lee, Ted Prudhomme, they are both artists. And we're going to sketch a real good show for you. Saturday, 5:30, TV2 for WePlay Baton Rouge.